Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for being here today. Oh my gosh, we are ready to write today. I'm feeling very much like I need to dig in. I had a really nice day yesterday at the beach, and now I'm ready to work. So, what are you guys going to be working on today? Sako, what are you working on today?
I am working on my Vela project, which is a penny dreadful about a vampire. So I'm outlining and at least doing my first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I would like to think I'll do the first 3 episodes this week.
That's cool. That's very cool. So there's a new app which your Vellum project made me think of. There's a new app, and I think it's called Scream. And it basically serializes books. And the authors who are doing this are saying that they are actually making more money off of these serial. It's like an app, and you just get a chapter at a time, and it's sort of there's a kind of game element to it. You can earn tokens or buy tokens.
What's this called again?
I think it's called Scream. I'll find out for sure, but I think it's called Scream. I'm pretty sure it's called Scream. They have a one for romance called Kiss. Yeah. And the romance one has been going for a while, but
your personal safety app. Hold on. I'm Googling it.
But the one for mysteries is mystery thriller suspense, which I think you could probably cram horror in there. Is brand new, as in they just did a soft launch this week. So,
Scream Go Hero. Scream.
I think it was called Scream, but I'll look it up. I'll tell you guys what it is. I really feel like it was Scream, but I'm probably wrong. I'll come back when we come back from the break. I will tell you exactly what the name of this app is. I will tell you that the one for romance is called Kiss, and it's the same company that does the brand new one for mysteries, thriller, suspense, and like I said, and
which is my bread and butter. Yeah,
right. Exactly. That's what made me think of you. And since a lot of our, friends here on YouTube are starting to do these kind of serialized or shorter form stories, I thought
and experimenting with it, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like to see all these cool experiments that people are doing with Vela and with serializing in general. It's really cool.
I think there's something to this. It's pretty awesome. All right, Michelle, what are you planning on working on today?
Oh, what a good question.
What a good question.
So last week I was working on some world building stuff in my book, and I think I got to a good place with that over the weekend. I figured some stuff out. It was great. And so today what I want to do before I'm not quite ready to jump back into the draft yet, I'm going to make a little beat sheet for this kind of fantasy story within the story that I have. And it's going to be real short, but that's my goal for today. So I think because I just kind of realized it's not the reason I'm dragging my feet on jumping back into the draft is because I really need to know what is going on in this story before I jump back into this one. Because I hit the midpoint and that's where they come together,
Right. Right.
So I just can't really go forward without working out this.
the other story, the story within the story.
Exactly.
I'm doing some rewrites at the beginning of the rom-com that I have been working on to tighten it up because I'm going to send it to my agent. I still have not decided. I still feel guilty, but because I have not decided for sure what I want to do with it. But I'm going to send it anyway because I just feel like I need to move the process forward.
Yeah.
So let's say hello to everybody. We should do our little intros first. Michelle, let's start with you before we go on to the comments, and then we'll chat.
All right. I'm Michelle Schusterman. I'm a middle grade and young adult author, and my YouTube channel is Traditional Publishing Chat and Writing Workshops and Writing Vlogs.
Awesome. If you guys have not checked out Michelle's channel, you definitely should. It is linked in the description below, just like Sako's awesome channel is linked in the description below. Tell us all about you, darling.
Howdy neighbors, I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror and I'm a witch and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are into marketing yourself as an author, I have videos on the topic on my channel at this name. I've got a playlist and everything. You should drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Definitely, definitely. Well, hello, everybody. This is my channel. I'm Lisa Daly. I'm a traditionally published author of self-help books and rom-coms.
Yay!
Yay! I'm currently mostly writing fiction. And if you want to write a book you're super proud of and get it published, this is an awesome place to check it out. All right, let's say hello. Now that the blah, blah, blah is over, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Judy Marcella is here. Hello. So nice to see you. I was messing around with the branding stuff. I think normally we do it like that. I think I like that one better. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That way we can really see who it is we're talking to. Hello. Congratulations on being first. We're so proud of you. Mary Wembley is here. Hello.
Oh, there's Claude too. Don't forget Claude.
I won't.
He was technically first.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't see him on the things.
Either.
Oh, I do.
Really?
But hi, Claude.
Hi, Claude. We're so glad you're here.
I'm super glad to see him. Yeah.
I know how, you guys know how StreamYard is.
StreamYard has been dropping comments lately. And
that's not good.
Like, I find them on YouTube, but I don't find them on StreamYard.
I don't know what that's about. Look who's here. We're going to come back to you for a second, JL. JL is here. Story Detective Robert Jones is here.
Yay.
Hi. We're so glad you're here today. We just did our intro, so you just snuck in right in the nick of time to get yours in. Tell us about you.
Well, my channel is The Story Detective, and we take all things story-oriented, break it down, put it under a Sherlockian microscope, and give the viewers craft principles that hopefully they can use for their own journey. And I also do tech reviews. At least I will be soon.
Yes. Who's planning a vacation this summer? I tell you, I am like, right? I need to get out of my house. I need to do something like
I'm going camping.
Adventurous. Oh, that'll be fun. We're going surfing, which is something that we do like for a week. We do it every year, and although not last year, and actually not the year before that. So I'm very excited to do that this year. And we had an exciting week because now everybody in my house is vaccinated, fully vaccinated. So we went out to dinner. I got a pedicure this week. I still haven't gotten my hair cut, but yeah, I'm slowly,
me either. I need to do it so bad.
No, I do too. Slowly emerging. I can't even fathom. I know my hairstylist is going to be like, "You have 7 inches of
of damage." Yeah.
Next week, you guys will know what happened. So, all right. Let's say hello, JL. Thank you very much.
Dances
in, grins at Michelle, waves.
You're not gonna make me dance.
Not dancing?
Not dancing.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm very glad that she made it. Mary says, ooh, like Jamie and me, we're converting the Midnight Days series into a serial. We're going with Wattpad right now, but it's cool to know there are other options.
I like the idea of being paid for my work.
Well, like I said, the agent that I heard about this from, who's not my agent, it was a different agent, said that a lot of her clients are actually making more money off of this little thing than than they're making off Amazon. So I thought that was real.
I'm game for.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Nicole is here. Hello. Nicole's working on figuring out how to do a cover reveal for a newsletter magnet.
That's cool.
That is a good thing. Yeah, that's very cool. Oh, look, Laura's here. Hello, Laura. We're so glad you made it today. Oh my gosh. Adega Outlaw is here. Hello. We're so
one of my favorites. Oh my gosh.
Everybody loves Adega. And speaking of people we love, it's Stephen Wieland. Hello. We're so glad you made it today. Laura has big news. An anthology. I have 2 stories came out today. Yay!
Woo, sweet.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Drop the name in the chat and we'll give you a little shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just keep us all in suspense. Tell us where to buy it. All right, here we go. Claude is here.
There he is.
Our man of mystery, Claude, who has the secret hidden comment at the top, but we are very glad we see you. So, hi. I feel like, is that a new avatar for Claude?
Yes.
I'm kind of digging it, Claude. I really like it. It's good. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Look who's here. Hello, Georgie. We're so glad you're here today. Love it. Adega says congrats to Laura. JL's laughing. I'm thinking of Michelle. And then Ward is here. Hello.
Hi, Mama.
We're super glad you're here today. All right. So Laura says Cosmos 100-Word Horror by Ghost Orchid Press. 100-word horror. I sort of love that.
That's hard.
Right? I can totally see you doing
Super
that, though.
Oh my
God.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
100 words. That's nothing. That's not even a half a page.
I know. It's so short.
100.
That's not even a paragraph for me.
No. It's
Like-
like, yeah, God.
Wow.
That's tough. Oh, if anybody can do it, it's Laura. So,
If anybody can do it, it's Laura. Yeah.
right? Exactly. All right, you guys. So we were talking about what everybody was going to work on, and we did not get Robert's. What are you working on today, Robert?
Since I'm between everything, I guess I'm going to start working on that ideal reader kind of questionnaire and see what I can come up with.
The reader avatar. Very, very nice work. Everybody in the chat, what are you guys working on today? Let us know. Tell you what, let's go ahead and do the 5-minute warm-up. Everybody can get their docs open, figure out, get your drink, figure out what you want to do.
Sounds great.
And then we will come back and talk to everybody about what they are going to be working on today. All right, let me get my little timer up. You guys are going to be so proud of me. Look, I got the timers up before we started today. Only 3 seconds before we started, but before we started, I feel like it's a win. Okay, so we're going to start off today with our 5-minute get stuff open, stretch your fingers, drink your water, wiggle around, get yourself ready spread. So 5 minutes on the clock. We will be back then to chat about what you guys are working on. So be sure to put that in the chat sometime during our 5-minute little sprint here. All right, everybody, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okie dokie. Here we go. All right. That was good. It went so fast, I think, for me. You guys
That went real fast.
It did. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. All right. So let's find out what everybody's working on. Wait, Sako, did I mute? No, you muted yourself.
Papa. Okay.
Is she frozen? Yeah, nice. Okay. Hopefully my internet will not kick off today because I tell you it's like really been squirrely. All right, fantastic. Okay, so MM Ward says working on a short story for an anthology that I forgot about. It's the worst. Everybody's been there, I think. That's good. Laura says, thanks, everybody. Thank you for being here. MM Ward sprinted to the coffee pot.
I did the same.
That's good. I like literally went out for a Coke. I did not sleep last night, you guys, and I'm like zombie-esque today.
The worst.
Like, I need caffeine. That's why I have this beautiful hairstyle, because I went to get a Coke instead of brushing my hair. Oh, it really does look like that. Okay. So Laura edited my micro story called Twin. Very nice. That sounds pretty cool. Claude says, a bit like Michelle, I must take a short break from drafting because I entered the fun and games beat and the ideas I had outlined just a skeleton. I must know more where I go from here. Yep. That is like, ooh, Laura's got words for us. Hold on. Her breath caressed the shell of my ear as I laid under the stifling covers. I dared not come up for air in fear it would break the connection. My other half, my heart, was back. She was no longer rotting in the grave, but next to me, under the blankets, my own tomb, where the gaze of the moon could not touch her. A phantom of light and shadow, fingers carted through my hair, leaving the prickling of needles in their wake along my scalp. I've come to take you with me, she whispered.
Woo, creepy. That's very good.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like we should have Robert read Laura's work because Robert is like the best reader. If you guys have not been to Robert's channel when he's reading a story, it makes you just like want to curl up under the covers. Like he's just a really good reader. Really, really good reader. Okay, very powerful. MM Ward says powerful. Absolutely. That was really fantastic. Mary got coffee, texted Jamie. I don't think she's going to be on. Oh, but because she's busy at the moment, but she might hop on later if she has time. Fingers crossed. We'd love to see her. All right. MM Ward says, I remembered Keeper Emmy whispering to me to find the one who bit me before she was dragged away. Her tears fell on my cheek before I was driven out of the clan. I was exiled for breaking the mantras. I can still hear them chanting in my clan's voices.
Very haunting.
Yeah, definitely. On second, JL is on second edits for a book one of the series, middle grade. MM Ward says never passed. Here, Robert, your turn.
When I play my glasses, it's.
Oh, you can't read it?
Okay. Never pass the fences. Never walk alone near the fences or in the fields. Never leave the long house before dawn or after dusk. Never go out in the moonlight. Never let the monsters bite you.
Oh, you are a good reader.
Right? Very nice job. MM Ward, very, very good job. All right. Shonda's here. Hello. Shonda has 2 more chapters to finish and her book is done. Finishing today. Yay. That's so awesome.
That is super awesome.
Laurel says, I'm late again and not ready to write at all yet. You know what? You just get ready on your own.
That's okay, Laurel.
You get ready on your own time. Yeah. Stephen is going to be editing his romantic fantasy today.
Nice.
That is awesome. I'm excited about that. One-handed typing does not work. That should be, we figured
Book
that.
one, yeah. We figured that out.
We did.
I remember that for about 6 weeks. It wasn't fun.
Right, when you were recovering from your carpal tunnel surgery.
Ugh.
Right. I can't even. I still am like so because you were actually right. Like you got to be pretty fast. Imagine if you were doing dictation then.
Yeah, I did do some dictation. But
yeah. Well, then you don't have to imagine.
You don't have to imagine.
I don't think I remembered that. I don't think I remember that you had done that.
when I was on the streams, I was typing, and I still prefer typing. So I was trying to get speed with one hand and seeing how it worked out, just because I needed time to think about things a little bit.
I think there's something like I like the whole complete experience of writing on a keyboard. Really do love that. I will say it's really hard to beat the speed of dictate. Like you get such a rush from, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just wrote 1,000 words in 16 minutes. It's kind of amazing. Yeah.
Provided that your phone actually takes the dictation, or your computer takes the dictation as needed.
I know we kind of live in an amazing little world here. So, okay, let's go ahead and start our first 20-minute sprint. Laurel says she remembers your hand surgery saga. It was a saga. Well, the thing is like, carpal tunnel is something I think that every writer is terrified of. And we all wanted to know, like, what happened in the surgery? Well, here's a good question, though. Now it's been over a year, right? How long has it been since you had the surgery? Longer than that, right?
Yeah, been over a year.
Yeah.
I would say the first 2 months were the hardest.
Yeah.
After that, there was still a little residual. Like if I pressed my hand down on my desk or something, leaning on it, I would sometimes feel a little oddness. But now it feels very normal. So eventually all that left, and my hand works. I was afraid if I ever got the surgery, it wouldn't work right again. But especially since I'm left-handed, and that's the hand.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I can manipulate it. It isn't the nightmare that I thought it was going to be. In fact, there's a video on the surgery and the aftermath of it. So not the best, but not the worst thing I've ever been through. The hardest part was just not being able to use my hand for that 6 weeks or so. And I would use it, and I would hurt it, and the doctor's like, I told you, don't use your hand.
Don't use your hand.
Use your hand.
You have to put like a red warning flag on it, like every time you move it, so you're like, warned ahead of time not to do that. So, all right, you guys. Nicole says, my whole family but me is left-handed, which I find weird.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Is left or right, is it like a dominant or recessive trait, or is there some other, does anybody know the answer to that?
I don't know.
I mean, I would assume that it's a dominant or recessive trait and that it is hereditary, especially with Nicole's whole family. But I'm trying to think of all the...
Kind of like blonde hair and blue eyes. It's like a recessive gene. So
I'd
like to know about Nicole's family. Are they all like introspective or creative kind of people?
Are they logical, left-brained people, or?
Well, usually it's the opposite, right? Right brain, left
brain is the
right brain's creative, but I don't know if it has anything to do with left handedness or right-handedness, but like if you're left brain, I think it's the opposite body side. But I could be completely wrong about that. I feel like I've mismatched and mixed a bunch of concepts in my head right now, and I'm like, wait, am I sure about anything? No, I am not. So, all right, let's find out. Somebody wants to do some research on this. I am going to set us up for a 20-minute timer so we can do a little writing today.
Nice.
Let's see what we've got here. All right. I feel bad because I literally did not share I did not share my live stream on anything. Am I frozen?
No,
no, you're good.
Okay. All right. So wait, hold on. Nicole had one more answer. She says, hubby, mom, both kids, all lefties. They're scatterbrained.
They're scatterbrained.
I kind of wonder if
people.
Yeah, is that true? I kind of wonder, do you think that there are personality traits that are, here, I'm going to stop this for a second. Do you think there are personality traits associated with left-handedness or right-handedness? I do remember reading, I think, that like more presidents have been left-handed, like statistically speaking, by a lot, like far more than the population of left-handed people, which is kind of interesting.
Most of the left-handed people that I know tend to be more logical than, like, they're creative, don't get me wrong, but like they come at it from a math standpoint more than a like making geometric shapes into a thing, as opposed to like just kind of like putting pencil to paper and
most of those
winging it.
Are more methodical, and they need methodical to do the things that they do. I guess it's not a universal.
All right.
People that I've met and that need that methodology.
That's fascinating. That is absolutely fascinating to me. I always wondered about that. But if you think about, like, there's so many right-handed people. Well, I mean, you only have the two choices. And so you could see how there might be some, you know, characteristics that are associated with one or the other. But it's also like so many people like chocolate. So you can't really, like, there are some definite personality traits that you can get out of someone who loves mint chocolate chip ice cream, but chocolate is so universally loved that it gives you no information.
Yeah.
I know that seems like a weird thing. I'll actually explain the ice cream thing when I come back. In my many years as a dating expert, I often would use the research of a guy named Alan Hirsch, who for years ran the Smell and Taste Institute out of the University of Chicago. I think he was a psychiatrist and a neurologist, and he was one of the first people to make the connection between, and maybe the first, to make the connection between your favorite scents and flavors, because those two things are connected, and personality traits. So people who like coffee flavored things often have really sort of caffeinated personalities. Like it's fascinating. Works for pizza, but there's a real connection there. Like actual scientific connection, not just bullshit like your horoscope. Anyway, okay, so, and JL says, what about those who are both, right? Ambidextrous. My brother is. Very interesting. Shonda says, hyperactive. It's interesting that you said that. My husband is a lefty and he has ADHD. Interested. Nicole, yes, and the kids and mom. Nicole's thinking we may have made a scientific discovery. I think you might be right. All right. Oh, MM Ward has more info. MM Ward is ambidextrous, and it's part of the reason I recovered from my stroke, as well as I did when my right side was paralyzed. I used my left to retrain my damaged brain. So awesome. That is amazing. That is really amazing. Shonda says, I believe so. Laurel saw a really interesting video about why left-handedness exists but have no memory of who made it. Don't you hate that? Like, you're like, oh, I have a little germ of information but about this topic we're talking about, but I don't remember what it was or where I got it, and it may have had
my mom was a lefty, is a lefty. Excuse me. She's a lefty, but she comes from a generation where you were beaten with a ruler if you used your left hand. So she formed a speech impediment because of it, and had to go to speech therapy for it, and now, like, it only comes out when she's like she's not an extrovert by any means, so whenever she's like the focal point of anything, like her speech impediment
well, probably that pressure just comes right back. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I mean, oh, go ahead.
There were 3 lefties in my family. 2 were by blood and 1 was by marriage. The one by marriage was an older guy, and he came from that generation where in school they taught him to write right-handed. So he kind of passed as a right-handed person in a right-handed world and corrected everything. On my mother's side, her father was left-handed and her brother was left-handed. Her father was also supposedly a smart man, but he was a complete control freak and kind of a monster. Brother had a big military career, and he's a certified genius.
Wow.
So you get like different perspectives of it, a dark side and a light side.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. All right, Georgie says third ambi. I have no idea. I feel like
ambidextrous.
Well, are you the third person here that's ambidextrous? Is that what we're saying?
I believe so.
Okay, I'll go with that. That's awesome, Georgie. All right, left-handedness was considered a sign of deviance or the mark of the devil.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you're a left-handed redhead, the hell that you would have gone through?
Yeah.
It's not good. Yeah.
Super terrible.
I know. All right, you guys. The horror geek is a ginger, and I was about to make a joke, but I won't. Anyway, all right, you guys. I am kind of, you guys can't tell because my hair looks really dark, but I actually have a ton of red in my hair. Okay, so let's do a sprint. How about that? I think we have it all ready. Oh, I got to set it up again. Bad me. All right, hold on. 20 minutes. Here we go. All right, we're ready. We're going to do. Does anybody want to give us a little pep talk before we go, or should I just hit the magic button?
I'll give a pep talk.
All right. You're hired. Go.
All right, boys and girls, and all those in between. Let us put fingers to keyboards. I mean, we've stretched. We've got our drinks. We've got our wits about us. At least I hope we got our wits about us. And if you don't already do, then we will figure it out as we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Slowest ever. Whew. Did you guys see me like jump out of? Oops, somebody's got the thing going.
Out of your what?
Oops, somebody's got the thing going.
Yeah, there's some lag.
So I said, did you guys see me like jump out of my skin? When that went off.
No.
I was like, oh, that went off. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, somebody's got the the actual live open on my channel. So I'm repeating. Can you guys hear that, or is it just me?
Not it.
No, I don't
Can you guys hear that, or is it just me?
Not
I
it.
hear it.
I definitely hear it.
I hear it.
That's weird. Okay. All right. That's weird. I don't have it. I don't have it. This is going to be super annoying. Okay, you know what, you guys? We are going to go to another sprint. Okay, you know what, you guys? We are going to go to another sprint. We'll go to another sprint, and we're going to try and we'll go to another sprint, and we're going to try and. All right, here we go. Okay. Here we go in 3. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okay, there we go. All right, here we are. Okay, so it looks like whatever was causing our little echo before.
Okay, so someone's got it.
Okay, so someone's got it screaming, and it's not me.
I still don't hear it, but I swear to God, I'm looking at. I don't
Okay.
have anything else open.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute everybody.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep talking.
Oh,
Michelle, it's you. I
don't
just
okay,
muted.
I just muted.
Okay, I'll close out and come back.
Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, that was funny. All right. She only said I don't think I have anything open, and I just muted her like right there, and that was kind of funny. So anyway, yay! Well, we got 2 sprints right in a row, so that's good. We are going to get 4 in today, so that's kind of awesome. Let's do a little quickie chat with everybody. First of all, how'd you guys do on the sprint?
pretty good. I talked to my husband about my plans tonight because it's a full moon and it's eclipse and like all the craziness.
Yeah, there's like a special, what was it called? There's like a blood moon / something. I love all the names that they have for all the different moons.
I don't think it's a
special
blood
one tonight,
moon, but
right? Is
it's
it tonight
I
or
think
last night?
Tonight and tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yes. We actually have, so we live in an area where we have kind of preserve behind us all the way to the Gulf. And then on the other side, there are some houses, but also more preserve. So it's pretty dark at night. And also I live in Florida, so all their old people turn off their lights like 7:30. So it's nice and dark. And so we are able to see, like, we really have such a great view of the stars, of the moon.
Did you catch the eclipse this morning?
I did not see it this morning.
Oh,
really awesome. We're usually out there. I did not have a good night last night.
No, I'm so sorry.
I just could not. I was exhausted and couldn't sleep. And you know how that is? Like when you really, really want to get
tired to sleep. Yeah.
Yes. And then you're like, okay, if I go to sleep right now, I'll get 4 hours of sleep. If I go right now, I'll get 3 hours. Yeah, all night long. Okay. Guess who popped in today? Hello, Nihilist Geek. We're super glad to see you.
I did a portrait for Nihilist Geek when I was doing charity streams and stuff like that. Handsome devil.
Is he?
Handsome devil.
Witty and handsome. That's good.
Witty and handsome.
Witty and handsome. All right. Mary says, cannot wrap my brain around writing. I feel you there. I'm using the time to tweak my planner system yet again. We'll be logging into work in a minute, but you guys will be opening another window. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. We appreciate it. All right. Here's all the echo. Echo, echo, echo. Yes, we were in a vortex.
Sometimes that happens with the mute. If you unmute, it'll delay.
It was just weird. It's not a big deal. And it solved it when you left and come back. It's just, I blame StreamYard, honestly, because they're the best to blame. And then Ward 216, very nice, very good job. Echo Twin, that was me. All right, Claude says the soul that Lisa trapped in her computer finally broke free from that beach. Echoing its frustration in a desperate attempt, Lisa launched another spirit, hoping to catch it back for it. You caught me, Claude. All right, Nihilist Geek is editing tomorrow's video. Very, very nice job. You guys have to all go check that out. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay. I don't know. Klacha is picking quotes from a specific section of the book and analyzing whether I think they help the author's credibility or hinder it. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of cool. All right, Nihilist Geek, next mystery novel. Yes. Jean's here. Hello, darling. We're super
Jean.
glad to see you. Very, very nice. All right. Is he believable? The author is a fake author. It's an author within an author, and the author's notes are written by a character in the book who wrote the book. The real author wrote a fake author who tells the story and has his own author's notes. I'm already lost.
I'm already lost, yeah.
Remember when they told us technology was supposed to be flawless and make life easier? I do remember
know,
that.
right?
Supermoon. Thank you, M.M. Ward. Yes. And JL says Michelle should dance.
No.
You can just do us a little Vogue here.
No.
How about the wave? We can
No.
All right. Oh, M.M. Ward says tonight is the flower moon. I knew it had like a special.
Every moon has like a special name.
I know. I always love right, and they sound like flower moon. That sounds like a fabulous springtime moon, and who knows what'll bloom. But then, like in the fall, you get like the wolf moon, which is scary. All right.
And the harvest moon.
Nihilist Geek says, wait a minute, I have over 100 videos with my face and you needed a sketch to tell me I'm a handsome devil. That's
I don't
true.
get to everybody's videos.
We have no excuse. All right.
We have no excuse.
All right. Eva is here. Hello. We're super glad to see you.
Jean
And
is also lost.
Jean is lost. Let me give you a quick wrap up. Before you came in, we had a weird phantom echo. No one could find it because nobody had the window open. And we're all booked the whole thing. And it turns out that StreamYard was jinxing Michelle. So she logged out. She's back in. We had to go right to another sprint because the whole echo thing was making my brain explode. So anyway, how did everybody do on that last sprint in the chat? You guys let us know how you did. Sako, how'd you do? I mean, we had like 20 minutes back to back. Are you guys super productive?
I made the plans to go to Richmond tonight and celebrate the full moon and burn stuff and drink witchy alcoholic drinks and
That sounds fun.
and hang out with actual people.
That's great.
Especially
So,
now that we're all vaxxed.
I know. I really am very excited about my quiet, slow, entry back into normal life.
Yeah.
Pedicure was a big deal. It was very exciting. Although they had little plexiglass things hanging up. So, yeah for extra safety. Ooh. M.M. Ward says, the next moon is the strawberry or rose moon. Ooh, and Eva is remembering that today is Laura's book release day for her anthology, which was called, I'm going to go back, it was like something like 100 words or less. 100 words or less. Yep. Hold on. 100-word horror. I think that was right. I'm trying to go all the way back in the text or in the chat, and I can't find it. I feel like that means Laura should pop it into the chat again, just so we can make sure that we can all get it. All right. So 382 words from CB. Hello, darling. We are super glad you are here today. M.M. Ward says, welcome to Eva. Jean, no jabby for me. Thank you. Cosmos. Eva says, Cosmos, yes. Cosmos 100-word horror by Ghost Orchid Press. Very, very nice job.
The jabby part was pretty effortless. It was just the next day that you're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Some people don't have any sort of thing from it, and then some people. I got really sick after the second one, but I just feel such a sense of relief now. It was totally worth it. I would, even knowing how sick I got after the second one, I would totally go get it again. I would totally go get it again. I would get it every month if I needed to.
Apparently, it only lasts for like 3 or 4 months.
Well, then maybe I have to go get, I
think we have to get it done again.
Yeah. It was worth it to just be out in the world and not be terrified. So I was very glad about that. Yeah. Claude says, I decided to summarize my scenes bullet point style to have a better view of what happens and when. It will save me some headaches, I think. I think that is an
That's how I do my outlines.
Yeah, that's really smart. Oh, I found that thing for you guys. I wanted to, here, let me get to my screen. I found that the name of that
thing,
app. Yes. Okay. So here it is.
Chills and Thrills. Okay.
Yeah. So it's called Scream. It's an app. So for you guys, yes. So Eva put up check legitimate sources for vaccine information, right? Do not take our word for this, right? Always check with the CDC. Okay. So we were talking at the very beginning of the stream about how this new app that is a serialized book app called Scream just did a soft launch like this week, and they already have a really successful romance app called Kiss for romance serials. And what they do is they take regular books and break them up into little chapters or little sections, and the people read them and they sort of get hooked on them, and then they have to like pay coins.
Which it's Android only?
No, I don't think so. No, because I have the Kiss app on my phone. I just pulled I was just looking for it, and that was the first place I found it. I think I have there. Oh, here,
Apple
hold on.
Store.
Wait.
Yeah, it's on the Apple Store.
Yeah, yeah. I have the Kiss app right there. Yes. So anyway, they do a really good job. And like I said, the agent who told me about this, who was not my agent, the agent who told me about this said that her clients are actually making more money on the than they are making like their regular royalties, which is kind of phenomenal. So I don't know if this is something, I know a lot of you guys are interested in, like Vella and some of these sort of serial apps and programs that are kind of becoming popular right now. But if you are, this is maybe something to check out, and you could kind of get in on it early, I guess, because it's new. So you're not going to have to
it looks like paranormal romance is the primary.
They've got thrillers, mystery, horror, true crime, action adventures, science fiction, fantasy, paranormal, and romance. They have to be screamy related. So anyway, all right, I'm going to take that down. I could not remember for sure that was the name. That was my public service for the day. So,
right on.
All right, let's see. Klatcha, they're both on iOS. Looking at them right now. Yeah, it's kind of a cool, deal. All right, so Eva says she also would get the facts every month. CB says it can happen with headphones. Oh, right, you're, yeah, if you get a little delay there, right, if you don't have headphones on. There we go. All right, Klatcha, both on iOS. Nihilist Geek, Paranormal, we'll get to the top because romance sells more. Well, they do have a whole separate app for romance. So I know that they are really going after sort of like mystery and thrillers. So I'm very interested to see if any of you guys decide to do this, let us know what your experience is, because I think it's such a cool idea. And I feel like there are a number of places that are sort of traveling in that serial direction, and I kind of want to know like what you guys think if anybody's doing this. Ooh, Eva, good question. Any of the hosts planning a Vella project? I missed it if it was session. Is this how it came up? I can't remember how it came up, but we were talking about how they're sort of similar. I am not. Sako, you were planning a Vella project though, right?
I sure was. I'm looking into it now.
All right, so yeah, so Sako's doing one. How about you, Eva? Is that something that you would think about? And Michelle, ever think about doing a serial?
I mean, it sounds really appealing, but I have not put like a lot of thought or research into it at all. Yeah. It's nothing I would write off for myself, though. I would consider it for sure.
That's kind of where I am. Like, I go, well, this is cool. I don't know. Could I do this? Yeah. So, yes. I mean, I know people do it all the time. I mean, essentially, Wattpad is like a serial kind of a project. Yes. So, yeah. Yeah, I think people are doing that. How about you, Robert? Would you ever do it?
I just downloaded the app now, so I'm few things and consider.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but I guess they have a pretty good sized audience and they're advertising really heavily on social media. So I'm fascinated to see if this becomes a thing, but it's always cool to spot something, and they are well funded. So, and the KISS app is doing really well. So that would make me think that they know what, this is their second app. They kind of know what they're doing. So my thought would be that they might have the same thing. All right. Eva says, I think Vella sounds fun as an author and as a reader. I don't know how it'll do, but I'm excited to see how people use the platform. That's what I feel like. She says, I totes do episodic fiction. Sounds fun. I don't have a project, so I'm not sure if I ever will.
Episodic stuff sounds really fun. So
it does.
It's like writing Flash, but the subject is consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I know there's something really cool. There's something really cool about that. Hello,
Yeah.
Spence. We're super glad you're here today. Very glad to see you. CB got a first shot on Thursday. Congratulations. That is great. I hope you're feeling fantastic. You made it, so that's a good sign. Very good. Get my first shot on Thursday of next week. Sorry. Well, I still hope you feel great. Yay. Congratulations. All right. MM Ward says, I have a book on Bella. FYI, the book avatar images JPEG, so lower quality. Ooh, that's good to know. Claude is getting his first vax in 2 hours. Yay, you. Very nice. Good job. All right. Mary says, well, we do eventually want to get paid for our work. Jamie and I decided to go with Wattpad because we worked on this for so long. We care more about sharing it than making money. All right.
Right on.
Nihilist Geek, I was in a live stream about Bella, and the numbers I saw were not that great, to be honest. I know people are talking about it a lot. I feel like they have a greater word of mouth. But yeah, I don't know. I only know sort of what I've kind of heard through the grapevine, and I have not really looked into it. On Vella, copy and pasting into the episode creator messes up the format, but uploading a docx episode doesn't. Oh, that's good to know.
Well, that's
CB says, yeah.
Especially for those of us who don't use Word.
Yeah, that's a problem. Well, can't you download a docx off Scrivener? They're free.
You can do it off of Google Docs.
Google Docs. Okay. All right. CB says both parents are vaxxed. Awesome. That's great. I'm almost finished on my May project. Yay, you. Fantastic. Eva says, Bella being new and only open to U.S. authors for now, I think those books and titles out early will have a great potential beyond other self-publishing options for the first rush of users. Yes.
Yeah.
Good
like
books.
Publishing in general, so the early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Absolutely. Good books get readers. It's getting seen that is struggle for most. Truth to that. Absolutely true. Right? That's the hardest thing, is breaking through the clutter and finding that audience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's designed for the phone, not for the iPad.
Okay, well, that's interesting. All right, so we have 24 minutes, which is plenty of time for a 20-minute sprint. But first, we have an important question from JL. She wants to know, she says, Harvest Moon, and wants to know, do witches still dance naked under the harvest moon? Sako, that's a question for you.
Do witches still dance naked under the harvest moon? Sometimes. Depends on the coven. And
probably how cold it is that night. All right.
Actually, around the fire, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You can be naked around the fire, and there you go. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's do one more sprint, you guys. We can do this. We are like super productive today. I'm feeling pretty good about this. This is like 4 sprints in. We're doing a pretty nice job. I'm feeling excited. I say that I may have already just jinxed us. I apologize in advance if that is what I've just done. Okay, so here we go. Would anybody like to give a pep talk for our very last sprint? All right, it falls to me. Everybody, they're all like, no. All right, everyone. You guys are awesome. You're talented. You're ready to write. You're all warmed up, and we've got 20 minutes left. And that is exactly what we need. So here we go. Let's start sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okay, everybody. Here we are. Yay! All right. Oh, God. Who's that now?
Is
All
it
right.
done?
Yes, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yay. Okay. So we had lots of really good comments. Heather popped in. Hello, Heather.
Heather.
We're glad to see you today. JL wanted to know whether traditional or publisher contracts allow authors to use this. The answer is yes. The person who told me about it is actually an agent for traditionally published authors, and she said a number of her authors were doing this. So I think I kind of went on to say that you're like, depending on how old the contract is for the book, that it might be under display rights, it might be under electronic rights. You might, you know how traditional publishing contracts are. You might own the rights, they might own the rights, but they are working with a number of traditional publishers, at least on the KISS app, and I believe they are on the other other app as well. The Scream
I'm
app.
not sure what's up with that.
Yeah.
I
They're
decided
working with.
Sorry,
Yeah?
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
I'm kind of like scoping the site out and looking for actual thrillers instead of paranormal romance. I'm not into paranormal romance, dagnabbit. But so far I think it's like the first 3 chapters are free as well, like Vela. It gives you coins right off the bat to like give you a taste of things.
Right. Like a drug dealer, they want to get you hooked.
They want to get you hooked. I am looking for ways to submit, which it looks like I email them the book.
Yeah, so I think that I think maybe Nihilist Geek. I feel like I read it in the and forgive me if I'm saying the wrong person, but I think it was Nihilist Geek that said, oh, it is, to go to their FAQ and there's an explanation on how to submit.
Yeah, they demand a full manuscript. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would like a completed book that they can serialize.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, it's not like it isn't like a Wattpad thing where you can decide and it's ready or not. Like, it has to be a professional quality book, which makes sense.
The first book that I tried to read was so full of what I consider grammatical errors.
On this
I found
website?
it unreadable. Yeah, I found it unreadable.
Right.
So, and that was an editor pick. And I'm like,
well, that's problematic.
Yeah.
So when does bad grammar count as style? And when is it just bad grammar?
Is it in dialogue?
No.
No. Yeah, that would be
my
answer.
It's in the narrative. So I'm like, I can deal with present tense. Like, that's okay.
Sure.
But like, yeah.
Well, very interesting. I would imagine it's like anything else where the cream will rise to the top, and I apologize for the terrible cliche, but yes. Okay, so oh my gosh, Nihilist Geek says, have been binging on Mike's videos and they are a hoot. For those of you who do not know, my significant other is the Horror Geek, and he has a very
it's wonderful.
Thank you. He has a really very funny channel. He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy.
He is a funny guy, and I swear to God, the guy knows more about horror than like anyone
Splatter
ever.
flicks mostly, but
yeah. Oh yeah, he loves that. Yeah, he's all about the splatter. Yeah,
less about psychological horror and more about splatter flicks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he knows about all that, but splatter is. He's been writing.
That's his show.
Yeah, exactly. He's been writing about. He's been writing about all horror for a long time, but splatter is his true love. So, yeah. Well, Nihilist Geek, I have to tell you that when you guys are like a match, Nihilist Geek, Horror Geek, he told me that you guys were like chatting back and forth, which I thought was absolutely awesome. So
yeah, that is cool.
It is. Okay, so, and Sako did some art for him, which I do want to say, of course, let me just say it here. So it was very cool, and he's just been insanely busy. So do not.
I figured much.
Yeah,
I'm not taking it personally or
no,
anything.
do
like
not
that.
at all. He's like, he literally has been deciding for weeks on a chair. So it's not you. He's very contemplative.
Okay.
All right.
I did give a couple of extra concepts so he can like pick and
Oh,
choose.
that was so sweet of you. Thank you. All right, CB, 480 words. Yes. All right, JC. Yes, get him hooked. Writes drugs. Yes.
Right.
Bella's more like Wattpad. You can edit anytime, upload on your own schedule, etc. Klatcha says if you look at the app developers' responses on the App Store reviews, they're terrible. Well, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, I'm assuming for.
I saw it rated pretty high.
Oh, okay. All right. He is into mozzarella horror, which I like. You mean Italian horror? Yeah.
As cheesy Italian flicks.
He does. Yeah. His favorite directors are Italian horror directors. But like I said, he knows this stuff all the way through. Even stuff he hates, he knows really well. So, all right, JL, 516 words. Yes. CB is listening to Bon Jovi. CB, I think you're a young one, and I sort of dig the fact that you're into Bon Jovi, right? Because Bon Jovi's old, and
he is old,
so that's
and he
cool.
tried to make a comeback, and
just be cool with the old stuff. Yeah.
Just be cool with the old stuff.
All right. Claude says, gotta go. Have a great day, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's 1:05, you guys. There we go. So Michelle's like being so patient, but she's always like TikTok. All right. Well, we should go around really fast and do our little outros, and then we will head out. CB, I'm 38. You put off such a young vibe. That's awesome.
Okay, 38.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, book out. Tell me again what the name was. Hold on, I'm going back. It had one word. 100-word horror. What's the main word? Well, it was like a
Cosmos.
Cosmos. Thank you. Cosmos, 100-word horror by Ghost Orchid Press. Laura Nettles, our very own Laura, has 2 stories in that anthology, which is out today. I believe that SAVY'S usual AUTHORTUBE sleepover will be happening tonight at the regular time, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central Time. And somebody else had a stream today, and I don't remember who it was, but if you guys in the comments want to swing back.
Laurel has one like going on right now.
Yeah. Okay, right. So Laurel starts right at 1 o'clock. So we're 7 minutes late.
That's the promptathon. So
all right, cool.
Yeah.
Head on over there, everybody. All right, you guys can go now. We're just doing our outros. So I'm going to start with horror geek. Oh, I'm going to start. Mike, come give an outro. Story Detective, let's talk to you.
Well, my channel is the Story Detective, where we take all things story-oriented, put them under a Sherlockian microscope, break down the craft, give it to the viewers so that they can enhance their creative journey. I also do tech reviews. And I would like to say that working on this ideal client avatar today, I was going over the book and I recommended it once in a video. And it's Dynamic Characters by Nancy Kress.
Wait, there you go. Hold on, I'm going to make you big. There you go. Ooh.
Very cool.
There is like a 12 or 13 pages of just random questions about your character. And I'm looking at this thing for my avatar thinking, are they really important? Like questions like, is good food important to this character? And yeah, it would be, because if you're doing a video for your ideal client and you had dinner at a nice restaurant and you say, should I mention that in my video? And the answer is yes, because they enjoy good food.
Right, right. Well, and it does sort of give you a fuller picture, right? You get a different picture in your mind, someone who's a real foodie versus somebody who eats at Taco Bell for every single meal. Like that right there tells you a lot about at least one part of their personality. And if you add something else in there that seems contrary, like what if you're a real foodie, but you grew up in an area that was really poor, or what if you grew up in an area that was really wealthy and you only eat Taco Bell? Like they're like, depending on how you mix up all these different characteristics, you get a much fuller picture. That's very cool. Michelle, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Ask if you enjoyed dance. So for Michelle, I guess that wouldn't work so well.
What? No.
I feel like we might have to do a little like Nelson. Yeah. Michelle, tell us about our dancing queen, Michelle.
Michelle is not dancing. Michelle is not joining TikTok. I'm Michelle Schusterman. I'm a middle grade young adult author, and my YouTube channel is not about dancing. It is about writing workshops and traditional publishing chat and writing blogs.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Sako Toomey.
You howdy howlers. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, you can find videos on the topic on my channel. I have a playlist and everything. You should stop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Definitely. Awesome. All right. So if you guys did not see, Eva says community post that Savvy is not having her tonight. She was not here today because she's traveling. So that actually makes a ton of sense. But I had not seen her community post yet. So no Savvy tonight. We think, we're pretty sure, double check, make sure. But Charlie Dorset is having a stream that starts around 4 p.m. Eastern if you are looking for
and Charlie likes to go forever.
Oh, well, good.
7 hour long.
So you could have your Charlie sleepover then tonight.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, you guys are awesome. I'm Lisa Daly. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you guys once again for co-hosting. You are, as always, super awesome. Carol will be back with us soon. We're having a scheduling snafu and we're trying to work that out, but we will do that very soon. And until then, keep writing. All right, everybody. Bye.